Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be doing a favorites haul or makeup tutorial type video. So I'll be doing my makeup and showing you guys what my favorite products have been lately. I feel super shy right now because I haven't done a video in forever, and like my ring light is so damn bright, like my eyes are like not used to it. They're kind of like adjusting to the light, and I feel like I'm talking really low, but okay, anyways. So I went ahead and already prepped my skin. So I'm going to show you guys what I used to prep my skin, and then I wanted to just hurry up and do it so I could like actually get into like the makeup and stuff that I've been using. So the first thing that I used was the Pixie Vitamin C Tonic, so like a toner. This is the second one by Pixie that I've been using. They sent this to me in PR, and the one that I used before this one was an orange one. I'm not sure of like the name, but it's like an orange one that they have. And they also sent me that one in PR, so I've been using these. I love them. They're my favorite toners so far. Damn, I'm not used to talking so much. Like I'm out of breath. So I use this toner first, and then I have been using this what is it, like a lotion moisturizer? Like, see, that's how you know I haven't been on YouTube in forever. But I've been using the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. I started using this because they gave me like little sample ones at Sephora, and then I just kept using them every time like I got points, and so I finally bought the big one. I use this like for my face and basically just like all over my body, but this has been my favorite like facial moisturizer I use for my face. So yeah, even though I have oily skin, my skin has been super dry lately. Like I've been having a lot of like dry patches, and right now my skin's kind of breaking out, and I figured this would be a good time to show you guys the foundation that I'm using, just because it's like super, not super, but it's pretty full coverage, so like you can't really tell, but I am breaking out my cheek, my nose, my forehead. So yeah, this is a moisturizer that I've been using. I love it. And then this under eye cream, I have been using this recently. I stopped using under eye cream for a while. I don't know, I wasn't doing like too much skincare stuff like I used to. But I started getting back into the Origins Refreshing Eye Cream, and so this is it right here. Has it been like a month or two now? I got really sick for a while, and my under eyes got really dark, and so that's why I kind of started using eye cream again. They're getting somewhat better. They're still kind of dark, but they're not as bad as they were about a month ago. So yeah, that is what I use to prep my skin. Those have been my favorites for prepping my skin before makeup, or just like in general. I do these like every day. So yeah, I feel so weird. I just needed to calm my thoughts. Okay, so let's get into the makeup. So I don't have a primer that I have been using or anything, or a primer that I really like. There's this one that I used for a while. It's like all dirty, and it's the Maybelline Master Primer, and it's okay with like certain foundations, but it doesn't work with every foundation, so that's kind of why I stopped using it. And honestly, don't like primer. I feel like primer just adds like an extra layer of something on my face, so when I get oily, my face gets cakier quicker, and so I just don't use that. I just hydrate my face a lot when I'm gonna use a mattifying foundation, and that is what I've been using. So I'm gonna go in like the order of my makeup routine and just go like talk about each product as I go. So so I started doing foundation first before eyes and brows, and the foundation that I have been using is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage foundation, up to 24-hour wear. I've never worn it for 24 hours, but it lasts pretty well, and I have oily skin. So yeah, the shade that I use it in is 220. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna match me right now though, actually, because I went tanning today and I actually look pretty dark, like especially on camera. So I went ahead and just put it on one of my little mixing trays, and I'm going to apply that to my, did I leave my sponge over there? BRB. Okay, it looks kind of crazy, but it's fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start applying the foundation. So I always like to apply it on my little mixing tray, like I said. And sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use a beauty blender. If I want a less full coverage look, then I use my brush, but right now I kind of want something a little bit more full coverage, just because I need more to cover. So I use the back of my beauty blender, And I always start on the lower part of my face. That doesn't look that bad. Does it look light? I think it matches pretty okay. So yeah, this is my favorite foundation that I've been using at the moment, basically like all summer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up just because I don't want this to be like a super long video, since this is like a favorites. I don't want it to be like a whole ass tutorial. If you guys want a tutorial, then I can definitely do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my foundation, and I'll be back to talk about concealer. Okay, so this is my foundation. This is what it looks like. Pretty full coverage. And I'm gonna go in with concealer and my fave. Well, there's two different concealers that I've been loving. So the first one is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer in the shade 33, and my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 20. I always use these. These are my favorite ever. So I usually go in with the Makeup Forever first. This one is a little bit darker. This is more like for coverage. And then I go in with my Maybelline one right on top for a little bit of brightening. My nose has been super weird lately. Like, no matter where I apply the foundation, it just hasn't been sticking. So yeah, those have been my two favorite concealers. If you guys see me looking this way, it's because I have my mirror right there. So like I said, I have been doing my foundation before eyes, and I feel like my eyebrows just turn out a little bit better when I do that. Watch my eyebrows come out ugly because I just said that. Yeah, I do them after just because I don't like the whole like blocked brow or like the lines anymore. I used to love that. Just for myself, I just not a fan anymore. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me one, and I'm just gonna apply it right here, just to add a little bit of a brightening effect. Okay, so now for powders. And here we go. So my favorite face powders have been the Morphe Filter Effect finishing powders, and so these, I use two of them. I use one in the shade 3 and one in the shade 4. So I use 3 to basically like highlight and add more of like, again, like a brightening effect. So I use this one under my eyes, and I just apply it with a sponge like this, and I just really set. And I really like this because it also adds like more coverage because it is like a pressed powder. Did I even show you guys the color of these? I probably didn't. I'm sorry. So this number 3, it's obviously brighter, and I really just use this on under my eyes. And then 4, I'll show you guys the color right now. I'm gonna blend out my forehead a little bit because I'm already creasing there. So this is the number 4. This is the color. It's definitely more yellow. It looks so light on camera, but I promise it's not that light. So again, with my sponge, and then I just start setting the rest of my face. So I just kind of press in the areas that I crease, and then I'm gonna go in with the sponge, and with the brush, and just press the rest of my face. I always like to make sure I get this part set really nicely because this is where my bronzer and stuff is gonna go. So I want to make sure everything is blended, and so that I have no streaks when I apply my bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do bronzer before I go in with my eyes. So I have been using, so I don't know, I was going back and forth with a cream bronzer and then with a powdered bronzer, but I just started using powdered bronzer again because I don't know, I just feel like when I did cream it was like way too much makeup on. So I've been using the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and so I go in with this one first because it's a lighter bronzer, and I just apply it with a Real Techniques brush, and I just apply like this, I do more of like a pressing motion instead of blending it out in circular motion. I just feel like I get more of like a seamless effect. Like this. Okay, so I add some to my nose like that. And then I kind of just go on my eyelids and do the same thing. I haven't really been doing eyeshadow too much lately. So yeah, I just use bronzer. I usually go in and I'll still go in with the smaller brush and blend it out a little bit better, add a little bit more color. But that's basically what I do there. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with blush. Where my blush at? Oh, okay. So I was using, what's it called? Right here. So I was using my Too Faced blush and my Milani blush for a while, but they both have, well, this one has shimmer in it, and I think since I'm a little bit tanner, like the shimmer kind of turns gray on my skin, and so I've stopped using this. But I love it when I don't have like makeup on. Like I can literally just put like mascara and this and it'll look fine on my skin, but when I have makeup, for some reason it looks kind of funny. So I went back to my Morphe 9B palette, right? No, yeah, my Morphe 9B palette, and I only go in with matte blushes now, just because for the same reason. Even with highlighters, like my skin has just been like not liking any shimmer stuff. So I go in with this corally color right here, and I just use the same brush and I just apply it to my cheeks. I really love blush so much. I also think it could be because my blushes might be expired. I never get rid of my makeup, so that could be part of why it's like why that's happening. Because I've always loved these products, but lately they've just been doing that. But I have had them for a long time. Okay. So that's my blush. I love it to my nose. Alright, so now I'm going to bake my face. So I'm going to go in with my darker shade. And I'm just going to clean up this a little, my contour a little bit. Look at that nose contour. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with brows. And I have been using my Anastasia Brow Wiz again for a while. I was using my Total Temptation, my Maybelline. I still really love this one. I love both of these. But I have been doing my brows a little bit different lately. So I recently made them a little bit thinner, like on purpose, because I was noticing in some of my pictures, my brows just looked way too thick, even though they weren't. It's just like, sorry, my camera keeps shaking. Even though they're not, that they weren't that thick, but I think the way I was filling them in, they just looked too thick. So I shaved them down a little bit. I didn't shave them down. I do my own eyebrows, so I use like a brow razor and I'll tweeze them and cut them and do all that. So anyways, I have been using this Anastasia Brow Wiz. What shade is this? This is in the shade Dark Brown. And so if I'm just gonna do like a natural makeup day, then I'll use my Maybelline one so that I don't like waste this expensive one. And when I'm going out, then I'll use this one. They do the same thing, honestly. And now I'm gonna set them with this Almay Brow Styler. So it's just like a brow gel like the Anastasia one. I used to live for the Anastasia one. But this one's obviously way cheaper. I think it's maybe like $5. And I just got it at CVS. I had a coupon for it, so I was like, fuck it, let me just get it. And I actually really like it. And I had ran out of my Anastasia one, so I was like, and this is just a clear brow gel. That's good. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. I have been using the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Superstar Liquid Eyeliner. So it's just like a felt tip liner, and my mirror's so far from me. But I just line my lash line. Sorry for burping. Oh wow. I just did this out of habit, and you can't see my lash line when I do this, like when I apply my lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this bake, and I am going to spray my face before I put on mascara, obviously, because I don't want mascara to get everywhere. Okay, so my favorite, I keep saying favorite because it's the favorites video, but you already knew that. So the setting spray that I've been using is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is my favorite. This is everybody's favorite, I think, at the moment. So let me just apply some real quick. I literally drenched my face. Like, look at how wet it looks now. Oh. So I'm just gonna let it dry a little bit before I apply mascara. Move the camera really quick to get my brush. Okay, so the highlighter that I have been using is the, oh, I moved it way too much. Is the MAC highlighter in the shade Whisper of Guilt. So the one that I used to, I'm like, my brain, like, my thoughts are just way too fast for my mouth. And anyways, see, I couldn't even like say what I was trying to say. The one that I used to use by MAC is the Old Darling one, and I don't think I have it anymore. Well, I couldn't find it at the MAC that I went to, so I got this one. But it's literally so bright. Ooh. I'm not really into the whole super blinding highlight anymore. But look how bright this is. Just because sometimes I get scared that like they look a little gray on my skin tone even though they're gold. I'm scared of like that gray cast. Cute. So a little on my nose. And now I'm gonna apply some joint in the corner. I'm sorry, I keep shaking the camera. So I have been using the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I think this is a waterproof one. Don't really like waterproof, but I've been having this for a while now, so I just use it. But I love this mascara. It makes my lashes so dark and super long. Like, wow, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. So I will be using my lashes from my line. If you guys don't know, if you guys didn't know that I have a lash line, I do. That was weird. And I will be using mine in the style Scorpio. I actually just sold out on these, so it'll be a while until I restock. But y'all should go check out my website. I'm about to add a new style this Wednesday, I believe. So stay on the lookout for that. So, oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys the glue that I'm using. So the glue that I have been obsessed with is the Duo Black Glue, and it's the one that has like the little applicator on it. And I used to love the House of Lashes glue because it keeps your lashes on all day. But for some reason, it just, my eyes are super sensitive as it is to eyelash glue. Like, my eyes water with anything. I think that's just how my eyes are. But that one would make my eyes water more than any other one that I've used. So this one doesn't make my eyes water as much. And you know, your eyes can't be watering while you have lashes on. Like, they're gonna come off. So these are the lashes that I have been using the most. I just really love these. Obviously because they're mine, you know. I really love how my makeup came out. I look bronzy. Here it goes. Okay, so I have been using a brown lip liner by NYX, and this is in the shade Light Brown. So I'm just gonna line my lips with this and then kind of fill them in, and then I'm gonna go in with a lighter lipstick. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Lime Crime lipstick in the shade Cupid. So this is a really, really light pink. Let me swatch it for y'all real quick so y'all can see. Like, it's like a bubblegum pink. But with the brown, I'm gonna put it on my little mixing tray because I apply it with a brush. With the brown, it makes it like a super mauve color. I don't know, I just really love it. Okay, this brush has something on it already. Great. So just blend it in with my brush. Okay, so that is it for this favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed and it feels super good to be back. Hopefully I'll start uploading more because I really do miss this. It's just, I don't know, have a million and one things going on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh my god, I've never said that before. That's so weird. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Bye.